MSW, live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Sowetan Live at the same time. MSW.
In so many different ways, I can tell you that Mark Williams is warming up off the bench. He's used to coming off the bench, so he is on the bench right now. We're going to be chatting to him right about 20 past the hour. It is #MSW Marawa Sports Worldwide. A big game coming up tonight as far as the FIFA World Cup is concerned. It's Spain up against Belgium. Mario Leo is on standby. This show is proudly brought to you by Hollywood Bets.
Let's go! The moments you remember. The games you can't forget. Marawa Sports Worldwide on 947, Vuma FM and Rise FM. Powered by Hollywood Bets.
All right, this is the World Cup update on MSW, powered by Rexona. It won't let you down.
Robert Marawa. Live from the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Spanning Canada, Mexico and the United States of America.
I call it the most impactful, the most powerful 12 minutes on radio when it comes to sports radio. And it's this section that we do have with Mario Leo. As you know, that the road to World Cup glory is getting narrower and narrower. The pressure is getting heavier. As the margins also, between the triumph and heartbreak have never, ever been finer. So you look at last night. The heavyweight clash saw France once again stamping the authority on the tournament, defeating Morocco by 2-0, booking their place in the semi-final. So Kylian Mbappé, he recovered from an earlier penalty miss to score his 8th goal of the tournament and drawing level with Lionel Messi. As far as that golden boot, whoever wins it is going to be worth every pound, I can tell you. He's even moved even closer, though, to football history. Didier Deschamps, also the side continuing to look every bit the team to beat as they chase a third FIFA World Cup crown. But the drama, though, is far from over. And that's why tonight, two more European heavyweights taking center stage. Spain and Belgium battling for the remaining semi-final berth. So Spain, though, they've dazzled with their possession. You look at their discipline, the defensive excellence that they've had. While Belgium, they've combined something I call experience, power, ruthless attacking quality to pretty much remain unbeaten. And that's going to be a classic. I can promise you that. And joining us now to break down France's commanding performance and analyze Mbappe's incredible march, though, towards greatness and assess Morocco's campaign, maybe preview a little bit of what promises to be a fascinating showdown between Spain and Belgium. One of Europe's finest leading football consultants and talent experts and founder of Result Sports, Mario Leo. Good to have you. Good evening and welcome to the show last night. My goodness, what is going through your mind?
Good evening, Robert. Yeah, absolutely excitement, to be honest, because when you see Kylian Mbappé misses a pen very early on in the game, and it's France was dominating the game, possession, in hunting down the Moroccan, didn't allow them to get into their routines, into their playing style. And then obviously missing the penalty, there was no head going down. I observed all the French players, they were all motivating. They are really a team. And a team is what's needed when you go very far, when you want to go to Game 8. Game 8 is the final of the World Cup. And France kept their compassion. France kept their game plan. France kept their patience, their confidence. And ultimately, Kylian Mbappé scored and Ousmane Dembélé doubled the lead. And there should have been maybe 2-3 more goals. An incredible performance of France against a very resilient, very robust, very strong Morocco side who couldn't show it last night because of the French performance.
And it's crazy because you mentioned those two names, Mario, and they've both broken the records as far as World Cup and especially France is concerned, where a lot of people think that, the two aren't going to be able to play together. It's going to be egos. It's going to be all sorts of things. And yet their numbers are quite staggering in terms of, what has been supplied to who or given an assist from one to the other. They was equally impressive in saying, we're such a formidable force as far as strikers are concerned. If one can assist for the other to score, then I'll return the favor.
100%, Robert, 100%, because I think that's the great achievement of Didier Deschamps. and ultimately also, unfortunately, the passing of Didier Deschamps' mom, because this team has achieved already a majority of trophies, a majority of joint success. So the hunger, the desire, the ultimate joint goal and objective, that's been found. And I think the team has really impressed me tremendously, because you see, when players come off, even Kylian Mbappé comes off, then Mikel Mateta comes on, and Mateta is the one causing trouble and causing the threat on the opposing goal. So everybody who's coming off and everybody who's coming on, just there's no quality drop at all. France is brilliantly performing from game 1 to now game 5. So it's game 6 last night, and obviously there's 2 more to go. And I think France can go all the way, although their path to the final is a very strong one and a very threatening one. But so far they've showed the resilience, they showed the compassion, they showed the quality, and they maintain the quality.
Are you able to pick out any weaknesses, though, from this French team? I know that Morocco didn't really arrive much. Yes, I might have enjoyed at the end, though, the better of the ball possession. But you look at the attempts, man. I mean, they had 5 total shots at goal. When you look at France, they had 22. France had 8 on target. Morocco ended the game with just 1 shot on target. You're not going to win games by taking just 1 shot on target at this stage of the competition. But if you had to knuckle down to any weaknesses that you spotted from the French team?
The only thing I would probably say is if they come against a team who's very, very strong on the wings. I think the wings Conte and Koundé from FC Barcelona and the left wing defender, both for me are a little bit too offensive. So France hasn't been challenged and threatened too heavily so far. Ultimately, they with their quality and with their playing style and their game plan, they could force the opponent into their match style, and that's so far no opponent has achieved that to challenge the French, because you could see sometimes from the build-up of the defensive line that there are some, let's say, sloppy passes from Upamecano, sometimes from Kone in the midfield, sloppy passes to Mbappé, to the midfield, to the offensive part, and these sloppy passes intercepted. I think Morocco tried it 2, 3, 4 times, and every time it looked dangerous, but ultimately the French, they didn't get nervous. They just continued to rival the opponent and again force the match plan on it. And I think if they would face Spain or even Belgium, which obviously is the next opponent for the French team, I think both would have that physical robustness to threaten the French.
Talking about threatening, though, I mean, can anybody realistically threaten to stop Mbappé from winning both the Golden Boot and the World Cup?
Yes, of course. I mean, you have Erling Haaland, who is obviously playing his World Cup dream from the moment. You have Harry Kane, who is obviously eagerly hungry to bring the trophy home to England. You have Lionel Messi, obviously scoring every single game somehow, whether that's by default, whether that's by script of FIFA. But so far, it's working out. The heroes and the stars are shining, and those 3 names, I think they are a threat for Kylian Mbappe's Golden Boot.
All right, tonight, Spain, Belgium. I mean, both of these sides unbeaten, Mario. So when you look at style of play, I mean, which team style is better suited to this knockout stage of football?
Both with very, very different kind of objectives. What I find on the Belgian Red Devils is when you look at their mileage covered in a match, they run 10 kilometers more than the opponents. So the average performance of Belgium is 124 kilometers per match. The next one is Argentina, then France, and then Spain with about 114, 113 kilometers per match. So the French, I think, the Belgium, I think what made them, or what could happen to them, is exactly they have now this one enemy, Donald Trump, because the players were never really, this golden generation was never really a team. There was always challenges within the team. Sometimes people envy Lukaku, sometimes people envy De Bruyne, sometimes the lack of consistency. But now, obviously, with that upset against the US and with Balogun's case and obviously Donald Trump kind of the suspension of the suspension, the Belgium Red Devils have now one common enemy, and that unites the team suddenly. And there is no kind of enviness anymore, because they're saying now when we are collectively working together, we're stronger. And I think that gave them the extra boost against the US. And now they know that they can beat and went that far in the tournament, that they can be a threat to Spain, because a Spanish team loves possession. But sometimes this possession, as we saw, is not very opportunistic. It's not driven towards the goal. It's just possession. And if you defend very well, you can kind of unsettle the Spanish if your counters are right. And I think the Belgium has now, obviously, with the confidence, with this unity, I think they have the possibility to beat the Spaniards. And then, obviously, it's a semi-final in the World Cup. Then comes, let's say, the media pressure, the psychology pressure. Yeah, the France victory pressure is probably 50% higher than the Belgium, because nobody kind of expected from the golden generation this performance. And then anything can happen in the semifinals, Robert.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible the way you've broken it down, because I think the only thing that's left for you and I to discuss is the thinking, the tactics. A lot of people were very shocked and surprised to see the superstars being arrested by Belgium. Kevin De Bruyne sitting in that ice box there. We saw Jeremy Doku. Yes, Lukaku was on the bench, but came on and he did what Lukaku does, which is score goals. Do you see something similar happening again tonight, where he rests them and then brings them on as impact players?
I think tonight we will see all the stars, because I think ultimately it was important for Roberto Martinez to kind of show to Lukaku, De Bruyne, that the replacement coming in, they reinforce the stability of the team. They are defensively strong. And obviously Roberto Martinez also knows, and he's a very, very strong tactician on the sidelines. He also knows that he brings on his superstar players who can make the ultimate difference when the opponent is already with 60, 70 minutes in their legs and a little bit tired, because obviously the through passes, the distance shots, all of the Belgian players can do. Trossard, just to name Trossard, Lukaku, and De Bruyne, they are three players who can shoot from long range shots and get threats to the goal there as well. So I think Belgium will slightly shift their tactics. They will try to be composed, to get the legs of the Spanish team and the Spanish midfield tired, and then obviously try, just like a snake, try to bite once, and then obviously try to do that a second time just to win it and close it off. But it's going to be a very close match from my thoughts so far.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Steve Compella here from South Africa will tell you about the story of the snake and the baboon, and how they got to cross the road together. But yeah, that brought back wonderful memories of what Coach Garcia could be doing as far as Belgium is concerned. But Mario Leo, as always, spot on with the analysis, and hopefully we'll chat again on Monday when everything changes as far as this FIFA World Cup is concerned.
It's always a pleasure, and you're absolutely right. Obviously, Roberto Martinez is for the Portuguese trainer, and Garcia is Belgium, but they're equally strong. I mean, they replaced one each other. So
Absolutely.
Enjoy the games tonight. Thanks for having me, Robert, and see you soon.
Absolutely. Mario Leo, founder of Ad Result Sports, live from Germany, giving us the breakdown as far as this weekend and tonight, and what's going to be happening as far as the FIFA World Cup is concerned, and also look back at last night and what we witnessed and what was a fascinating game. 3 minutes wait for a penalty to be taken. Yeah, you got a penalty. No, wait, we're reviewing it. Oh, no, wait. So all sorts of crazy things were happening. And at the end, you get to miss that particular penalty. Well, if you haven't heard, that Shield is now Rexona, a brand that you've trusted for years, is stepping forward with a bold new name. It is pronounced Rexona, simple, strong, and easy to remember. Now, this new name comes with a fresh new look and also advanced body heat technology so that it gets to work every time you move, keeping you feeling confident all day. Well, a proud partner of Bafana Bafana as well as Banyana Banyana, Rexona, it won't let you down. Well, that was the World Cup update here on hashtag MSW, powered by Rexona. it won't let you down. Talking about somebody who'll never ever let you down. We know of some divas that let us down, but it won't be Mark Williams.
Hashtag MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live at the same time. Hashtag MSW.
Your biggest